over the world to travel anywhere, from one country to another, from one continent to another. And that is why in Asia today, you could see really an explosion of cross-country travels. Ang dami nang bumabiyahe ng mga Asians, mga Pilipino sa iba't ibang bansa. And of course, ang number one ng mga biyahero ay mga inchik. They outnumber the other nationalities. If you go to the Philippines, you go to MOA, to the so-called entertainment district, puro inchik na dun eh. Because they have a lot of gaming centers. And to receiving countries like the Philippines, of course, this is a good thing because it means a lot of additional receipts, dollar receipts that could be used in turn for important national economic development projects. But my question is, what does this flattening of the world mean to you as professionals? Ano kaya ibig sabihin yan? Borderless. Gaya ng bumiyahe ngayon, di ba? Like before. To me, there's only one answer. And that is, for professionals like you, the competition has become stiffer. Mas mahigpit ngayon ang competition, di ba? Why? Because, whereas before, you're just operating in a limited geographical location. Today, because the world is so flat, other professionals can now practice in other parts where you're also practicing. Isn't it? For example, in ASEAN, I'm talking about the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, composed of how many countries? 10, di ba? ASEAN professionals belonging to a number of professions, including engineering, they can now practice in any ASEAN member countries. For example, you Filipinos can now go to Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Myanmar to practice your engineering profession. But so can they go to the Philippines to practice your profession. Di ba? So the competition is becoming stiffer. Di ba? So in light of this new development, what should you do as professionals? I think there can only be one answer. You have to do continuing education, di ba? That is to keep yourselves relevant, competitive, and in demand, of course. Huwag nyo nang gamitin yung slide rule. Meron pa bang gumagamit ng slide rule? But to me, you know, the slide rule is a metaphor, actually, of sticking to the old ways of doing things. Huwag nyo nang gawin yun. You have to keep upgrading and improving yourselves, your skill sets, so that you will remain relevant, competitive, and up-to-date to the current systems. Yung mga pinag-aralan nyo siguro sa MIT, sa FIATI, sa NU, saan-saan man, ay medyo pwede pa rin siguro, but you know, they may need to be upgraded, hindi ba? Like a computer. Kapag yung computer mo ay yung tinatawag na XT pa rin, meron pa bang ganon? Wala na, hindi ba? Celeron pa rin, mga ganon, wala na eh. You have to upgrade, otherwise you will not be able to communicate with other professionals in this field. Just like computer. Kapag hindi na-upgrade yung computer, it will not be able to communicate and therefore it becomes irrelevant. Hindi na siya gagamitin, obsolete, that's the word. Right? Just like you. If you refuse to be updated, if you refuse to upgrade yourselves, then you will be left behind. You will be left behind, you will not be competitive because you're not relevant. Diba? So you'll not be hired. Instead of getting you, probably the company will hire somebody else who possesses the proper skills, updated skills. So this convention that you're having is very important, therefore, because this is a way of upgrading yourselves. Through this convention, you are able to exchange notes and views, diba, on things, recent innovations and developments taking place in the industry, especially during this time. What do I mean during this time? Saudization 2030, Vision 2030. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Saudi Arabia is going through both a creative and disruptive phase. Creative because it's moving towards greater levels of innovation and modernity. But disruptive because, of course, along the way, yung mga unnecessary, irrelevant, uncompetitive elements will have to be laid off. Di ba? Kaya maraming nasasaw this size. Maybe nasasaw this size because they really have to downscale the company. But it is also possible that some workers, and many are Filipinos, are being downsized because wala na silang tamang skill. Wala na silang tamang kaalaman as to how to do things in the company. So, if I were you, I would keep attending conventions like this. I would keep reading books. I would keep enrolling in courses after courses after courses to keep improving yourself, because that's the only way for you to remain relevant, competitive, and able to compete with your contemporaries from other jurisdictions. Hindi na lang kayo marami ng kalaban. Di ba? So, with those words, I hope that you will take whatever things that you are discussing here today seriously. Hindi dito pumunta para lang magpa-cute o makakita ng isang magandang chicks. Hindi dapat ganun. You have to come here in all seriousness, and that you have to come out of this hall with new knowledge that you can use outside in the real world so that you can compete. If you have that mindset, then I'm sure that the captains of industry in Saudi Arabia will keep looking for you, will keep demanding for you as one of their workers. So with that, maraming salamat muli for inviting me to your convention, and I wish you all success. And I hope to see you around, except for some, like Our Lady here, who's going to Dubai to get married. She's taken, by the way. Huwag niyo nang pag-isipan. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Thank you.
Thank you po. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yung ano.
Thank you very much, Honorable Edgar B.